Hey there, Android TV. This is Mike Bates. This is the daily vlog where you get your latest Android news. Here are today's stories. Let's get going. So starting right off here, you may remember the Apple vs. Samsung shenanigans that were going on at the beginning of the summer, and then the big verdict where Samsung had to pay Apple $1 billion and some of their phones might get banned, and oh my goodness, well, it turns out that that verdict might get overruled, and you'll see why as I explain, because apparently, as you know, jury are supposed to be unbiased, and apparently one of the jury lied about their past to get into the trial, and apparently they have some history with Samsung where apparently they were being sued by Seagate, or their company was being sued by Seagate, this jury member, and Samsung owns a big part of Seagate, and so that in and of itself is enough to hang up the trial and maybe get the verdict overturned. I'm not saying that that is completely something that I would say should overturn the whole thing. Like, it seems kind of like a nitpicky detail, but I mean, I'm all for it. I would love to see the verdict get overturned, and apparently Samsung thinks so too, because they've said that they would like that to happen. They're like, yes, that is wrong, you're right, that dude's bad. And so they're trying to get rid of him. And so in other news today, let's see. EE is a carrier in the UK, and stands for Everything Everywhere, and basically they're the first carrier to pioneer 4G LTE in the UK. And so they're going to be launching their network on October 30th, which isn't completely new news, but what is new news is the phones that will be launching on it. And so they've issued their launch phone list, and so on that list is the iPhone 5, the Nokia Lumia 920 and 820, the HTC One XL, so that's the American variant that we've had here for a while now. Who knows if it'll be the One X Plus eventually, but the One XL is the 1.4 GHz or 1.5 GHz Snapdragon S4 dual-core processor version that we've had here in the Americas for a while. And so that's going to be in there, as well as the Samsung Galaxy S3 LTE, which is not the American variant. I learned this recently. I think at IFA last month, we saw a 4G LTE Samsung Galaxy S3 with a Samsung quad-core Exynos processor in it, and that is the Samsung Galaxy S3 LTE, and that is what will be debuting on EE on October 30th. So that's all very exciting. It's interesting to see that around the same time that we are getting quad-core, they're getting LTE, which is kind of cool. I mean, it would suck if one of them was behind, and it's a lot nicer now because I think even more we'll be able to see carriers or manufacturers releasing phones across the board here, and so that'll be nice. Next up is the fact that there might be a 32GB Nexus 7 coming out. We saw these leaked details from Carphone earlier today. They have one of those things where it's basically, like, you know those terminals that they have in department stores or whatever, where it's like, it looks like really old DOS operating systems, and it's got like the blue text and everything. Well, apparently one of those has leaked a Nexus, not only a Nexus 7 with 32GB, but a brown Nexus 7 and a Galaxy Nexus 2 from Samsung. And so this is kind of big news here. This is, I mean, it's a rumor, like they all are, but I think it's a little bit important simply because we've been hearing a lot of Nexus 7 rumors recently, that there will be a new updated, slimmer version in December, that there will be an older version for $99. Now we have the rumor that there will be a brown one with 32GB, and I think that I don't know if Google's going to touch the Nexus 7 until next year. I don't know why all these rumors are like coming in, but I do put a little bit more credibility in the Galaxy Nexus 2 rumor, because out of all the Nexus rumors that we have for this upcoming holiday season, I put the most credibility personally in the whole Nexus 5 thing, where like 5 different OEMs will all have a Nexus device, and they'll all have different strengths and weaknesses and different specs and different build qualities and all that kind of stuff, and maybe different carriers as well. So I think it'll be interesting to see, and that's personally what I put most credibility in. Other than that, today we also have a rumor that Microsoft may be making their own Surface phone. The rumor states that it might be announced in January of 2013, and then judging by Microsoft's current release schedule, we'll see it like 5 or 6 months later, so like Q2, Q3, maybe even Q4, as Microsoft hasn't exactly wowed us with their speed of releases in the past. So I personally think that I don't think Microsoft should be getting into the hardware game. I mean, if the Surface tablet is $200, which is a rumor that we heard a while back, I think they'll do pretty well with that, but I don't think that Microsoft I don't think that Microsoft is taking a really good stance on their PC market right now. Like, I think their tablet market will do just fine. If people do it, there some manufacturers are rather mad at them for releasing their Surface tablet when they're supposed to be primarily a software company. And anyways, I think that they're really mishandling the PC market right now with the launch of Windows 8. Of course, we'll all have to see that as it comes up this month. So we get to see Windows 8 this month. But I guess we'll just have to see how this is going to turn out. I think this is a big turning point for Microsoft personally. I don't think they're going to become like a small company or anything, but we've already seen Google and Apple pass them in terms of total market value. And right now, right here is a turning point for Microsoft. If Windows 8 bombs, it could mean really, really bad things for them. I think it's not going to do too well on PC, but the real determining factor here will probably be tablets and phones, because you see, I mean, I think Windows 8 will do just fine on phones, just like Windows Phone 7 has been on phones, and the tablets are really iffy because some people may like it, some people may not. The manufacturers may not make that many, but then again, we've been seeing lots of Windows 8 tablet announcements recently, so I think it'll do just fine. All of that we'll just have to wait and see, but if you are interested in waiting and seeing, please make sure to check back here on Daily Vlogs to see the latest in, I guess, Android and sometimes mobile tech in general news. I kind of like to spread out a little bit. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like if you did like the video. If you don't, then don't feel obligated to. And if you like the content, then please do subscribe. We've got reviews and unboxings and device tours over on the channel. So please go check that out, and I will see you guys all next tomorrow. Peace. I'll see you guys.